Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First of all, thank you to all of you for your service and to your teams as well. Director Wray, with regard to the PRC and some recent public reports of significant ag land purchases, if these land purchases are accurate, they may very well pose a threat to not only some military installations, but most certainly involved in food production that takes away from our ability to produce for our own country as well. But just curious about whether or not you are aware or could confirm land purchases by Chinese nationalists within the United States, and are you following them at this time?
So this is an issue that we're focused on a lot lately. I think what I would say is we're investigating a number of instances proactively where we're seeing either commercial real estate or land being purchased by those with ties to the PRC near critical infrastructure. And I want to be clear, of course, foreign purchase of land, including Chinese purchase of land, is not itself inherently illegal. The problem is the risk, and as has been discussed much here already in a different context, the hold that the Chinese government and the CCP have over its businesses in particular. And so we're particularly concerned about situations where a purchase of land near a military installation, critical infrastructure, something like that, could be leveraged to enable anything from espionage, data collection, or worse.
Do you know if the tools that we have in place today are strong enough or capable of stopping these purchases from moving forward?
Well, I mean, certainly a lot of types of transactions, go through the CFIUS process, but I'm not clear on whether or not that fully extends to all the kind of land purchase situations that we're concerned about. We are working with through the CFIUS process. When that applies, we're working with the USDA to try to work towards maybe some kind of mandatory reporting regime, that might apply. So I think there is room for plugging gaps that may exist.
Thank you. I'd like to also ask it with regard to AI in particular. Look, bottom line is it's not going away. It's something that we're going to have to deal with. Right now, it appears as though we lead the world in regard to AI capabilities. But most certainly, our near-peer adversaries recognize that, and they're going to do whatever they can as a shortcut to our capabilities, air, land, sea, space, and cyberspace. With regard to the advances with AI right now, I'm concerned as much about China and Russia and their capability to use AI to develop weapon systems that we have never really thought about as being in the forefront of a major and direct threat to the United States. And I'm going to talk about biologics in particular. We know that China and Russia have significant capabilities with regard to AI, and that using AI, you can make rapid advances, as you've noted on pages 30 through 33 in your report, that with AI, you can very rapidly develop your biologics. I'm concerned about the fact that it may very well be used as a weapon system. I'm not sure who to direct this to, but I'll start with Director Wray, and if you'd like to pass this on, that's fine. But it seems to me that this is an area that if we're not ahead in time to be able to identify and stop them, that this is probably as much of a threat to the United States as any other realm that we've got today.
Well, I'll start, and others may want to chime in more from a military perspective. But what I would say is that from an FBI perspective, one of our priorities is protecting American AI innovation from theft, especially from the Chinese. America leads the world in AI innovation, and AI is often, to Senator Gillibrand's question, for example, about detecting deep fakes, and one of the best weapons against AI is better AI. And so we need to protect that innovation, and we're keenly concerned that the Chinese, which have, as I've testified repeatedly, a bigger hacking program than every other major nation combined, if they steal our AI to power it, it makes words like force multiplier sound like an understatement.
And may I just, in one last thought, just on page 32 of your report, you make it clear that Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea probably maintain the capability to produce and use pathogens and toxins, and China and Russia have proven adept at manipulating the information space to reduce trust and confidence in countermeasures and U.S. biotechnology and research. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.